Going to be compulsive viewing ahead of State of Origin.
Can't wait to watch that.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, so good.
And a much-loved part of the family here at the Wide World of Sports. Well, there are a select number of players in rugby league who bring the fans off their seats, regardless of who you support. One of them is the great Ryan Papenhuyzen, who we haven't seen on the field for quite some time. He's another special guest on Freddy The Eighth.
Welcome.
Great to welcome Ryan Papenhuyzen, who is a 9 now ambassador. You've signed up with the team, Pappy. Good to see you.
I have. Thanks for having me on board, guys. It's good to be on.
So 9 now, so he's not on the main channel.
No, we couldn't afford him.
Okay, yeah.
We'll keep him to the digital platform.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being the backup singer.
Yeah, that's the one. You guys run the ship. I'll just sit in the back.
Yeah.
We miss you. How are you travelling?
Yeah, I'm going all right. It's obviously a bit frustrating not being out there playing, but I'm ticking some milestones off in terms of my rehab, which is slow, but still plan to come back by the end of the year, which is the goal. So yeah, just got to keep hanging in there. There's a few things to tick off still, but yeah, it's much better than I guess last month. So that's the way I've got to look at it at the moment.
Has the medical staff and yourself, is there a round you've put your mind to?
Not really. I think it's so hard to say. Like, you look probably 8 weeks ahead of now. I don't know what round that is, but that would probably be a really good situation to be back then before finals. And I think that's what we're working towards. But then at the same time, we sort of have to reassess after each week. So I could say around now, and then we could get to Friday, and that could change. So I'm just very mindful of probably not putting that pressure on myself, because then it might come to ticking boxes a bit early, and I don't want to come back and aggravate that again.
We just saw footage of you training in the States with Bill Knowles. Now, are you still in contact with Bill Knowles, and are you talking to him about your return date?
Yeah, when he replies to my text, it's pretty hard to get a hold of. But yeah, he was pretty big on not having a return date to start with, which I've been pretty staunch on the whole time, is backing him and him saying that. But it does get to a point where I need to strive towards something, and I'm sure if I messaged him asking about what date he thought, he still wouldn't give me an answer. So it's a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, just gives me a bit of reassurance that I need to do everything physically before I can tick those boxes off.
You've had a wretched run, haven't you? You had those head knocks, and that was a problem, and now this big injury. You've missed so much footy. I'm wondering if you can give an insight to the people watching about just how hard it is for you spending so much time on the sidelines, and how have you travelled with it all?
Yeah, it's obviously pretty tough. This one's been the toughest out of the lot, I'd say. But yeah, I don't know. I just think you got to put things into perspective sometimes, and I guess it's okay to be upset and okay to be going through these phases. But I guess at the end of the day, I'm getting paid still. I guess if someone was in this same situation but wasn't playing footy, I'd really see it hard for them to return to just an active lifestyle. So for me to be in an environment where I've got physios and people around me to support me, I think I'm very lucky in that regard, and that probably helps me get through the times. But in saying that, it does get relative, and it sucks at times. It is lonely. It's not very fun, but yeah, I guess I've still got an opportunity that I can come back, and I've still got a couple of years on my contract that allows me to not rush the process, and have confidence to come back and pick up from where I left.
What about game day? What's your role game day? Are you involved with the team, or are you just totally away from it? What is your role on game day?
So my role on game day, obviously sit up in the coach's box, and I sort of just record where we're at in terms of field position and if we're winning that battle. So that's probably the thing I look at on the field, but just try to get around to the boys and make sure they're confident, and just give a different perspective up in the coach's box too. I think a lot of the time you can get caught up in what you're doing in the video sessions, but it's quite a different feel on the field, and I feel like I'm trying to understand that at the moment, and I've played a few games now to get a bit of a gauge on it, and just sort of be able to relate to the coaches in that regard. So it's a bit of everything, but mainly just seeing where we're at with field position, and then just the mental side of the game too, and trying to connect that bridge between the players and the coaches.
One word to describe Craig Bellamy in the coach's box when things don't go well.
Oh, intimidating.
Yes.
You hear some swear words that go together, which I've never heard together.
Your vocabulary must have blossomed over the last little
Like
while.
the naughtiest swear word, you know, the naughtiest
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It starts and then goes
Right.
within other swear words.
Oh.
It is like full Tourette's.
With respect to our Tourette's viewers.
Yeah, hello, everyone. Tourette's, how he's going?
It's a pretty fair description, to be honest. He throws words in there, and then he's got all his adjectives, and then he'll finish it off with another explicit word, and then he'll walk to the back of the coach's box, reset, and come back. And obviously this week was pretty good, so there wasn't too many. I think he actually got up and cheered when Josh King went through and scored. So that was the first time for everything. But yeah, you can see how passionate he is about it, and he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Mate, the Josh King try, it was like a Matt Shervington moment. I don't know if you've seen it up close.
Just a slow. Oh, I know what you mean. The Matt Shervington, right?
Absolute.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm talking packing heat.
Oh.
If we can get some sort of replay or look it up on surely the NRL website or something.
Or we could probably find it. 9 now. Look it up at 9
it
now.
was Shervington-like.
They don't call him the hammerhead for nothing.
Whoa.
New favourite of mine.
Yeah, another one.
And what I'm getting back to Craig Bellamy, when the swear words go, it is like he's in excruciating pain. They come out and they go for ages. You just can't help but laugh.
I wouldn't advise laughing.
It is funny at sometimes. You have to just bite your tongue and make sure you're looking all serious. But yeah, I'm sure if you'd panned up while he was having a crack, you'd see a few of us in the background just trying to hold our breath.
Yeah, so you're very gutsy standing in the back of the coach's box. Now, apart from all the great stuff you do on the rugby league field, the one thing you have done is make the modern day mullet cool again. Now, I'm holding you largely responsible for the outbreak of mullets in schools all around Australia. Now, you've put your mullet on the boys here. Here's Joey. Now, I've got to say, that wouldn't look out of place in Newcastle in the 80s.
Mate, that was me in Cessnock in the mid-80s.
Nightclubbing.
No, I was only 12.
You started early. So that doesn't look too bad, actually, although his little mate Freddy doesn't look quite as good, I don't think. Let's have a look at how Freddy's scrubs are. Oh. Joe Dirt,
yeah,
that's right.
Joe Dirt.
Have you been manicuring the mullet?
Yeah, it's been hard to at the moment. I'm in the pool most days, so it gets attacked by the chlorine, and then I get out and it's all gross. So, no, I haven't really been looking after it, to be honest. You can probably tell, but yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Now, you've come painfully close a couple of times to wearing the New South Wales jumper. It's been such bad luck for you, but no doubt you'll be a fascinated onlooker like the rest of us on Wednesday. What are you thinking about Origin? It's going to be hard for the Blues.
Yeah, I don't know. I really think it's played out a bit more negative than I thought it should have. I think for majority of game one, I thought we were quite dominant. I thought we rolled through the middle really well, and we just lacked a little bit of polish at the end. But we crossed the line a couple of times, and Queensland scrambled well to save those tries. So I don't think it's too dire as everyone thinks. I think we'll go up there. It's pretty similar pack to what we had, and I thought they were really good. And I think the addition of Moses, he's a confident bloke, and he's got that combination with Teddy. They're good mates. So I don't think we'll go too bad. I think there's obviously a different beast up at Suncorp, but I think what we've got is definitely enough to get the win and bring it back home and close it out. So I don't know if I'm being ambitious because I'm a New South Welshman or it's my footy brain talking, but yeah, that's what I think.
Nice.
You got some good hobbies. Greyhound racing is one of them, and also golf. Have you put much energy into both of those?
Yeah, a little bit. A lot of my greyhounds are sort of retiring now, but I've got a couple coming through that'll sort of blossom again and get my interest in it again. But the golf side of things, yeah, definitely sort of trying to get out once a week still, but just being mindful of the days that I can go out and play. So if I've got a legs day the next day, I've got to sort of rein it in and be pretty chill. But yeah, if I've got an upper body session, I'll go out and play golf. And make sure I have time to recover. So yeah, plenty of hobbies. I've picked up reading, which I never thought I would have, and it's taken up a lot of my time, and started a new routine in the mornings, which is something that I guess gets me up a bit earlier and gets my day started off on a good note, and I can sort of come into training and attack that session rather than waking up, rolling out of bed and feeling sorry for myself.
I'll give you a tip on a book. One of the best books I read sporting-wise is called The Jersey, about the All Blacks. And they go through the jersey right back, and they talk to former captains and champion players. So that's the one. You want to read that. Now, getting back to the greyhounds, that old expression, you'll start to look like your dog, dogs and the owners. And you have a little bit of greyhound about you, the way you run, and even that mullet. It's just starting to look like a greyhound.
I'm not sure how to take that, Joey.
Yeah.
Well, you should. They're a horny animal.
On that note, listen, it's great to catch up with you, and welcome to the team as the latest 9 Now ambassador. And hopefully...
This 9 Now ambassadorship, what has to be done? Because what's on 9 Now?
Everything's on 9 Now. You can watch the whole network. Mate, you're employed by the joint. What are you talking about? You can watch everything on 9 Now.
Get him on the main channel.
Well, go and talk to the boss.
I will.
Okay.
I'll get you. I'll get you. You can be the new Peter Overton. Just let me pull some strings.
Yeah, that'll work.
Thanks for having my back, Joey. Appreciate that.
It's all right. No
Great
problem.
to talk to you, mate. And look, honestly, let's hope you get back. I mean, the game needs excitement players like you, so it'd be great to see you back. And mind you, your team aren't going too bad without you, so it'd be an added bonus to have you back at the end of the year. Thanks for chatting.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Take care.
Brian Papenhuyzen with us. Looked like his dog. Seriously.
He's starting to look like a greyhound. Dogs and their owners, they start morphing into each other.
I like going for one of the big walks in Sydney where a lot of the dogs are, mate. There are quite a few.
Mate, we saw a dog. We're at Coogee Oval today, training, about to go on. And one of those, is it a Great Dane?
Yeah.
It was that big, and for some reason, it started smelling areas. Mate,
What, you?
I was terrified.
Oh, yeah.
And the faster I ran, which isn't very fast this day, the more I thought it was a game. I thought it was going to bite me. I was hoping it was going to bite me, actually. Anyway.
Origin 2. Now, speaking of 9 Now, Joey's all over 9 Now. You can watch Origin 2, exclusive on 9 Now. We've got all sorts of camera angles and not just the normal feed of the game. There's all added extras on 9 Now. I'll show Joey how to use that after the show.
Perfect.
And of course, it's not far away now.
And the Maroons have got it 1 now. New South Wales is do or die. Now, in the greatest game 2 of all time, our Blues will unleash Origin Fury. And the Maroons won't know what's hit up. Here comes the cavalry. Empire State of Origin, exclusive, live and free, June 21 on 9 and 9 Now.